Welcome back to another episode of the Trash Talk Podcast. We have JJ in the house. JJ, how is your day going?
It's going fine.
It's going good. Yeah, we haven't done that in a while.
We also normally don't do it that way.
Most people don't remember it, but we used to have a catchphrase where I would ask JJ at the beginning, and sometimes like halfway through the video again, "How you doing, JJ?" And JJ would answer, "I'm doing fine." And we used to do that for I want to say our first 100 videos or something, or 50 maybe. But we did it for a couple of months every video, and it's sort of like that's it at the end, but then it kind of faded out and now we don't do it anymore. And no one remembers it because not a lot of people watched our channel back then. But it's an insight into your TrashcanTV history, and that fits because today we're going to give you some more insights into our history, specifically the requested insights though.
Yeah, and this video basically is about people not watching our channel, so here goes.
There we go.
Q&A time.
Q&A time. We got 10 questions asked by the friendly folks in our Discord. And by the way, just a disclaimer, we're going to answer all of your questions to the best of our ability and under oath and all that stuff, the whole truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Where's the Bible?
I don't know. I would like a law book somewhere. So that's what we're going to do, and upon request, or if necessary, we're going to do this more often. We have done one before in the podcast, half a year ago, a while ago, so we're doing the Q&A again, but people have asked questions sometimes, or relatively frequently, so whenever we feel the need to do one, we'll do one. We have the questions posted in the Discord. We gave you a couple of days to submit those, and now we're going to answer them. So that's basically that. We'll do 5 right now, discuss them a little bit, and 5 in the second topic, so that's going to be pretty cool. And we have a pretty cool quiz, pretty cool game at halftime. I'm not gonna exactly tell you what it is, but it's fun. So, JJ.
First question by Goblin Ivan 26.
Goblin Ivan 26.
Who started playing Hearthstone first, Alex or JJ?
JJ.
Yeah.
JJ started playing Hearthstone
way back when.
Way back when.
When it came out.
He started playing Hearthstone before I knew that Hearthstone was a thing. Before I knew that I had heard of World of Warcraft. But JJ started playing Hearthstone before I ever touched a video game other than Madden in my life. That is a fact.
That's not a fact. You've had some SpongeBob video games.
Okay, but seriously, Todd. I played Mario Party and stuff on the Nintendo DS. That's true, but seriously, playing a video game on an actual PC/console, you started playing way back when. So during the beta. Is that correct?
No, not the beta, but pretty much right after, right when it came out.
So was it 2014, 2015?
I don't know, but I can tell it was before Nax. Yeah. I remember when Nax came out. I was hyped when Nax came out.
Yeah, I remember when Nax came out. I don't. So he played when there wasn't even an expansion yet, just during the classic days, right? No added stuff, nothing. During the pure days is when he played, and I started during the Frozen Throne days. And by the way, my first ever experience with Hearthstone is documented on this channel.
Should I put it in an info
card? Put it
here?
As an info card. You know what? Go back. Yeah, check out my first ever game of Hearthstone. I played it on JJ's account on this channel. I played Midrange Hunter. It was during the Cthulhu days. Cthulhu was still on standard. It was during the Frozen Throne expansion. And fun fact, the first ever Frozen Throne pack I opened got a Lich King out of it.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. I was like, "Hey JJ, is that a good card?" I don't know. I got this card. Is this good? And JJ's like, "What the fuck? How did you do that?" I was like, "Yeah, I just opened a pack." I probably got it from just the solo challenge rewards or something. But I got the Lich King, so that was pretty cool. And then I put him in my all basic priest and started winning every game for some reason. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's all you need for Hearthstone." That's what I thought. That's all you need. You play just any given priest. As soon as I play Lich King, I just win.
Help my memory along a little bit. You started playing at rank 25, right?
Yeah. I did not have the beginner's experience.
That came later.
That came much later. That came less than a year ago, I think. Maybe a year ago. It did not come that early. So it came after the Old Gods rotation. Old Gods, Gadgets, and Charizard.
Back when I was playing Hearthstone, you would get your rank converted into stars at the end of the season. You'd be rank 10, you'd get 15 stars. You'd be
these kids these days have no idea, man. I'll play both ways. It's crazy.
You'd be rank 20 or something when you started the season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We ain't having that anymore. But that's how I started playing Hearthstone, because this lad, we already had the channel. We already used the channel, and we did all sorts of stuff, but not Hearthstone.
We had this channel. Or I should say we were posting videos on this channel longer than Alex has been playing Hearthstone.
That's a fact. That is an absolute fact.
So that's a fact about our Hearthstone YouTube channel.
Yeah, that's a fact. So I've been playing Hearthstone for about 2 years, and JJ has been playing it for way longer than that. But but I have more wins at this point. I've played it more intensely. I have more wins. I have more 500 win heroes. I have more golden heroes. Got them all. 12 arena wins, easy. Because I abused the hell out of Odd Paladin back in the day, but that was fun. So yeah, that's our Hearthstone history. But yeah, he started playing way early. But because of this, more or less because of the YouTube channels when I started it, I had no idea what it was.
Yeah, and I mean,
so I learned from scratch, and you can watch.
Before we started playing Hearthstone on this channel, I was also way more casual than I am now. I mean, I'm not by no means a pro or anything, but back then
like a rank 18 every season.
Yeah,
sort of, like,
I cobbled my decks together. I built myself a mid-range hunter without any net decking. I just kind of built something that vaguely resembled a mid-range hunter, and of course, my Cthulhu Priest.
Put the Cthulhu in there.
I remember the Cthulhu Priest.
Yeah, Cthulhu was everywhere back then. I don't remember too much of it competitively because I didn't really play like at the higher tiers before sort of I want to say I didn't really play the higher tiers before sort of like Kobolds came out. I think
Kobolds and Q blocks.
Yeah, during Kobolds and Catacombs I sort of started playing for real. That's when I first got to rank 5 with the mid-range hunter and got 500 wins on that. And I built myself a full Q block, and then I got addicted to success and started playing for real. And Witchwood came out, and Baku, and the rest is history. Yeah, that's how the Hearthstone career jump started. But fun fact also, literal transition period. I played my first game of Hearthstone on the exact day that Madden NFL 2018 released. I got Madden 18 in the mail at home, played it. That same night, I come over here. She's just like, you want to try playing this game called Hearthstone? And I did. And then I started being not good at Madden because Madden 18 didn't suit me well, so I quit Madden entirely over that year because it was also very expensive. And we had a lot of channel work, and I'm playing Hearthstone. There's that. Madden 17 was the height of my life, and after that, the game.
After that, your life just went downhill.
Yeah, after that, I didn't have the time anymore, and also the game just didn't suit me anymore. So that's how it kind of happens with games like Madden. So sometimes the mechanics don't suit you anymore. I couldn't make any competitive push anymore, so I basically quit over that year, and that's why I started playing Hearthstone. So that's a bit of story there. Next question.
Goblin26 has another question.
Another one.
Who has the higher authority in the server between all three of you?
So Sergey does not have any authority. So Sergey does not have any actual authority despite him being an admin. He's an admin because he's our buddy and he helps out. He's on camera. But the company, the channel, and everything around it is owned by JJ and myself. So do not put Sergey on a pedestal with us. We're not having that. He's too new.
He's basically a peasant.
Yeah, exactly. He's a peasant with the admin role. So I think by like law of habit or something, Aurora probably has more authority in the Discord. At least he enjoys more authority with the people.
Yeah. Technically, of course, when it comes to the actual, like, literally within Discord, the rights to the server, they're all more or less equal. Yeah. Although I have a very slight advantage because I'm technically the server owner.
He created the server. He set it up. Correct. So
that's that, I guess.
Sergey does not have the same reputation, same authority as us. When it comes to business matters, he's not a co-owner of the franchise.
And he's not allowed to vote.
No, he's not allowed to vote. Can we say this? Can we say this?
I don't know.
Can we give this away? Sergey does not have a German citizenship, so he's not allowed to vote. But he's a Russian, so that's actually much cooler. Actually, that's not at all giving something away. That's actually heaping praise on him. So yeah, good on you, man, Sergey, for not being German. I guess. Say Russian. So yeah, that's your answer there. JJ, myself, all of it. Sergey, none of it, basically. But Sergey's still cool. Next question.
Phoebe asks, if someone from 100 years ago time traveled and was hanging out with you for one day, what would you show them?
They traveled back like 30 minutes and like, nope. If they hung out with us 100 years ago, what would you show them? So first of all, this is probably one of the best questions. I love that question. Thank you for that. That's great.
1919, huh? That's if my math isn't off during the is it not during the First World War?
That was just
after.
That was the year that the Treaty of Versailles was signed. I would show them a history documentary about World War II. Be like,
hey,
what up?
Remember this World War you just fought? That was all for nothing.
Oh, you just came from World War One, right? Oh, you mean the Great War? Wait, say what did you say? Right? Yeah, something like that. I definitely would do that, but also just like technology, I guess. Right? That's the obvious answer. But man, here's my computer. You know, look what
witchcraft.
Yeah, exactly. So there's videos on the internet, and I just start slow. Honestly, if it's just some guy and then he goes back again, it doesn't matter anyway. Like no butterfly effect or anything. I'd probably start messing with him a little bit. I'd start slow with like showing him a radio, and trying to tell him that there's like small men in there. Well, radio was around back then. Radio doesn't work.
I was about to say that's not really.
If you do 200 years, then 300 years. I'll do that.
Like, hey, this is a radio. He's like, I know
that. Yeah, great. So your 100 years you have done nothing. Great. Okay, let's say television, right? I'll show him like a television and tell him that there's actually people in there. Like look at this. There's a man in there giving the news. Great, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that wouldn't really work too well because human miniaturization seems more advanced than televisions.
Yeah. But we can tell him it would be like we've shrunk folks. Now everyone has their own news anchor in their home, in their own little box, and he pops up every once in a while, tells the news. So that's what I would definitely try to do. I would also give him some legit information, but I definitely would try to mess with him a little bit because it's fun. What would you show a time traveler?
I don't know. The question, of course, is very important. Whether like they go back or not.
Hey, time traveler, there's no longer any cocaine in here. How about that one? They used to put cocaine in.
I know that's why it's called Coke.
Yeah.
No, but the question is, first of all, do they go back? Like, do they go back? And because then you would try to make them somehow affect history positively.
Yeah, maybe.
Although that does, of course, fuck over your entire existence. But
yeah, that's the butterfly effect.
But if not,
maybe he goes back, but he forgets everything he's seen. So you kind of just get the kicks out of showing him all your stuff.
Yeah, I guess you just
a lot of tech, I guess. Modern cars.
I was about to say, how about taking them to like a major city?
Oh yeah,
like the craziest places you could really think
of. Because like say like Broadway 100 years ago was a bit different than it is nowadays.
Yeah,
with all the huge billboards and lights everywhere. It used to be that way back then, but not as big, like as huge.
Airplanes, modern airplanes. How about them?
How about yes?
Like, I mean, aviation was a thing, but
jets.
Like,
how about a picture of Neil Armstrong on the moon? Or the broadcast, be like, oh, this is a dude walking on the moon. How about
the moon landing?
How about them apples? Yeah.
You know what the problem is?
What?
That person will probably agree with the conspiracy theorists. That is not real.
That is not real. Sorcery.
I don't know why I'm always going towards the Middle Age thing. I was like, magic. It's like,
is that
you have modern telecommunication to some degree.
Is that a Middle Age accent? I don't know.
No, but like the idea that everything goes back to like magic. It's like, you have technology, just not as much technology.
Maybe. What do you show a guy who 100 years ago exactly?
Low key, just like the entire like societal structure, right? Like
I mean, just let's walk around.
Like, hey, look, there's a black person. They're a regular person.
Come on.
Like there's like
come on, JJ. Like, why you gotta do that?
Hey, like show them how modern the world has become.
Why you have to do that, man? We didn't even specify where the person's from or what race that person is.
Dude, if they're from 100 years ago,
and
they're from anywhere within the Western world, they're gonna have some experience with racism there that does not necessarily reflect our modern views.
Yeah, but they might not be from the Western world. They might not even be. They might not have a specific race. They might. I don't know. You're assuming, but you're basically just assuming a white American.
Well, if it's a black American, then it's even better.
Yeah.
Showing them how much better the world is for black Western folks.
Yeah.
And generally,
Yeah, you can go vote.
And black was just an example, but like the whole.
Yeah, I think definitely some of the progress of society.
Hey, look, more or less everyone has equal rights, more or less,
unless you don't, but mostly you do.
Yeah,
on paper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that for sure. Something that I would also show them, which might shock, is like modern food. Just like modern fast food. And like the type
Why is everything so greasy?
The type of crap we eat. Yeah, exactly. I take them to a McDonald's. Like, what in the world is this stuff?
This is not edible. Why are you eating this?
Gross. Yeah, exactly. So
like a really sweet sugary candy or something like
a jelly bean. Some that it wouldn't have. I mean, sugary candy existed back then.
Yeah, but was it as sugary as today?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know. What else came about that's very interesting? You know what? A history book just about their time, or like a reflection on how we now look back at their time period.
That's interesting. 100 years is probably a time frame where history is still relatively accurate to how it actually was.
Oh yeah.
But
written records and everything.
But still, that would be intriguing. Of course, the further back you go, like if you had someone from like 1,000 years ago, you would legitimately be able to compare like how accurate is this.
Yeah, much less talk. Then you could also bring up the radio and be like, "There's a small man in there." Then you could do that. 100 years ago, maybe not so much.
Our wizards have advanced our sorcery to the point where we can make miniature men.
Also, just to make it a point, I would show them the entire size of the British Empire in 2019. Which is now, interestingly, less than the landmass of Germany, which is ironically funny and funnily ironic. Definitely would show them that. Hint. I'm specifically saying this because Phoebe asked.
I was about to say, I was specifically asking this because of saying it because an English person said,
absolutely. So that definitely would definitely be on tap there. And other than that, just a day in the life, just what's up?
That's something. We could show them the Beatles.
Yeah, dude, some culture. And they'd be like, what is this futuristic bullshit?
These kids are being ruined by that rock music.
That's even too late. That's even too early for them. They'd be like, wow, what in the world? Yeah, maybe.
No, because it's a day in the life, because that's a Beatles song.
But yeah, that's what I would show Time Traveler from the past. So basically there. Next question. DJ
Discord asks, directed toward Alex, how did you get into NFL fandom despite not being an American?
Runs in the family is probably the best explanation for that. So, as far as I'm aware, the story goes back to my dad being from a town with a large American population because there's a big U.S. Air Force base there, so they had access to American television. So basically, he always was able to watch football games, and they had like army teams there, and he was also able to play because they had teams there, but like the 80s. And he was a Niners fan because Niners were good then. I imagine that's how that happened. And just carried over. First football game I ever watched was the Steelers-Cardinals Super Bowl that my dad recorded on VHS. And I remember the James Harrison interception, like the 101 yard pick six. And I didn't understand the game back then, but yeah, just kept watching it. And that's how that came about. And then there was a local team that opened up in like the region. So like in the next biggest city, which I could then go and play for. And yeah, that's how that developed. And JJ, would you like to explain how you got into the NFL?
No one asked me. I mean,
now because DJ Discord didn't know it. JJ also is a football boy.
God. So, I guess it's pretty much well documented this guy likes football. And so, you kind of indoctrinate me into it a little bit, and then you kind of forced me into playing in the fantasy league.
I mean, you more or less
pretty much said we're doing this now.
So you started off by watching the Eagles-Patriots Super Bowl.
Yes.
Right? So we both first exposure to
I lost a bet, I believe.
You did. Or to a pro game was actually in a historic Super Bowl. Fun fact.
Yeah, and
I gotta research when that Cardinals Super Bowl happened, because that might have been exactly 10 years before yours. Maybe not. Maybe it was a bit later. Maybe it was like a year later, but something like that. So that's fun.
Yeah, and so mostly I started watching football somewhat regularly. Started when I started playing fantasy football with you and the Trash Talkers. There's also, you know what? I'm being generous with info cards today. Jesus Christ, I always forget to put them, but I always say I will. So,
put them.
Look out for that.
Do it.
Comment section if I forgot, please. Thank you. And then, I was like, one evening I was like, you know what?
watch.
Some of those guys on my fantasy team are playing actual football, and let's see if that goes well.
Watch this game. Yeah.
And I kind of haven't really stopped since.
Yeah. And now I walk in here like every Thursday night, just like, oh, have you set your lineup? How about this? How about that? How about this guy with this matchup? And have you looked at these stats? And every Monday...
I feel like you're overplaying this a little bit.
No, also, that's what you do. I specifically, literally every time. The first thing we talk about when I come here every time is fantasy football.
Also, I made it the point not to remind you to set your lineup this week because I'm playing you, but then you still did. So gotcha. That's unfortunate. Although you probably would have won either way.
Devontae Adams out, smacked you all across the board. That's how we do that.
How many points did you put up?
Devontae?
Yeah. No, not Devontae. Like whoever you put up in... Or Thielen you put up.
Oh, Thielen, yeah. 32 points.
32 points.
Easy money.
So we would be tied as of this recording.
Yeah. And
more or less.
And SC North for the win. That was... When you're watching this, by the way, the weekend before that. So not the weekend you're watching this podcast, but the weekend before the podcast.
I mean, the podcast goes live an hour after the first Saturday. Wait, Sunday's when the games are. So it does. It goes up. So it would have...
You've only seen the Patriots and Giants for this week so far. We're talking about the week prior to that.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about. So, DJ Discord...
Now it comes down to the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, that's currently still the case. By the time you watch the podcast, you already know what's up. But,
so if somehow Jimmy Garoppolo puts up, 28 more fantasy points than OBJ...
That's the current state. Message to the future.
And
we are several hours removed right now from the Niners-Browns game. And he still has Garoppolo, and I still have George Kittle and OBJ, and I'm up like 40 points. Which means that
you're up 28 points.
Okay, 28 points. I'm very much likely to win our matchup, unless Jimmy throws all the dimes to anyone but Kittle. But we'll see. So,
and even then, they'd have to probably somehow like lose
5-6 touchdowns for sure. And that's not going to happen because they run the ball. But that's your answer, DJ Discord. Let's do one more question. Then we have 5, and then we go into the break or halftime show, and then we come back.
Speaking of DJ Discord, he asks if you couldn't make videos about anything that's normally on any of the channels, including the chess channel and Alex would be on football, what would you guys make videos about?
So no gaming, no football.
See, the problem is, right? Because if you take any channels that we have, and we wouldn't make any of those kinds of videos, we probably would be making none, because whenever we have something we want to make videos about,
we make videos about it.
And if we don't have a channel where it fits, we make one. Make a channel.
Exactly. So, probably
we have 2 channels.
Yeah, he does. So we
haven't uploaded one of those in almost a year. Yeah, because I'm bad at that.
Maybe we wouldn't make videos. Maybe that's true. But if we had to make videos about something else,
as of this recording, a couple hours ago, I uploaded a video to my review channel where I review TV shows.
Oh right, yeah, that starts.
And then I was a bit miffed that I couldn't verify the channel because I've used that phone number too often, and now I can't put custom thumbnails on my videos, which sucks.
Use someone else's phone number.
I should get that together. Anyways.
Not mine.
Right now,
maybe I'll make videos about politics. If I couldn't make videos about anything fun, I might do politics. I don't know. Some clickbait.
I mean, honestly, if we take all the 5 channels that I'm involved with and deduct all of that, probably none. I probably just wouldn't be making videos on the internet.
We'd be finding some other outlet for our entrepreneurial motivation, I guess. But not YouTube if we couldn't do any of this. So thank you for that question. But that is 5. We're going to the halftime show now, and then we'll answer the other 5 remaining questions in the second topic. And we also have a fact of the week. Just a fair warning, my fact of the week is going to be pretty mind-blowing, and JJ's is too. So we have a pretty good set of facts. Okay. Pretty good set of facts coming up. But let's do a crossword puzzle.
I'm actually looking really forward to this.
How about that? I like that.
That's a crossword puzzle.
Yeah, it's a crossword puzzle. Let's do it. Let's start right off.
I think I know the answer to number 7.
Let's start right off. Number 7 where?
Oh no, I don't.
What?
I was expecting something. Anyways, let's start.
What?
Let's start somewhere else. Let's start somewhere.
What did you just?
Just ignore what I said.
Okay. Scrooge! Exclamation.
What does he say?
I don't know.
How about
to have in French? We had French class.
I did. I still have PTSD.
Yeah. I might have completely forgot this.
I can't remember right now.
I might have completely forgot this.
Home of the Arizona Sun Devils.
What?
Arizona.
So we need the Arizona city, I believe.
I would assume so. Yeah.
What fits there?
Also, what was up with the these kinds of marked questions?
I don't know. Maybe they are something.
Anyways.
Sun Devils. Tucson doesn't fit. Phoenix doesn't fit. Glendale doesn't fit.
Doesn't fit at all, yeah, no.
What's an Arizona city with, 5 letters? Unsure.
How about the 50th day of the church calendar?
Oh, that will be Easter, right? Is that Easter? No, it's not Easter. No. Is it Easter?
It could be.
No, it doesn't fit at all, though.
Easter, is it...
And you also can't type.
Yeah, I can't type. Is it one of the specific ones? Because the church holiday, I believe, starts with Christmas.
What is it, like Ascension Day? I don't know church stuff. I don't know at all.
Wait, doesn't it...
Does it start with Christmas?
I thought so, because that's when our boy Jesus Christ was born, right?
Type Ascension. Maybe Ascension seems to fit.
Ascension.
So is that correct? No, it's not, right?
No, it's not.
If it were, it would be green, yeah. So
we played another crosswords puzzle on the website just
to try it out, exactly.
I don't know, we'll come back to this later. Yeah. State Farm The only thing I can think of are all the fucking...
the Aaron Rodgers commercials.
Yeah. The one where he has the nightmare, they just started running, probably because of Halloween reasons. I think has an REO Speedwagon reference as a side note.
Right. I don't know. I know I'm at Patrick Mahomes now, but they've been running Aaron Rodgers State Farm commercials for at least 2 years at this point. So that's not the first time. Let's do 41. Let's do capital of West Germany.
Capital of West Germany.
Yeah, that's Bonn. Yeah, we know that one for sure. Half of a large intestine. Unsure.
Anyways, how about we go? How about we go down on the left side first?
Alright.
Spin class action.
Spin class action? See, some of these are very vague and tough to get.
Wait, spin? Isn't that where I just cycle? Is that what they say?
Oh, it's like spin cycle? No.
I thought that's what they were.
I don't know what they're getting at here.
Stop.
Yeah. Stop.
Hammer time. Wait, is that it?
No.
That doesn't fit, right? No, that's...
No.
I mistyped, by the way, like hardcore, but...
That would have been fantastic.
Like, how much...
If it was hammer time?
Like, what the fuck?
What is Latin Bears? The one below. Latin Bears.
Latin Bears, it's Ursa. Is it not?
What?
Wait. Ursas would be the bear, right? So Ursai would be bears? Yeah.
Ursai, yeah. Got it. Plural.
One who is worshipped. How about a god?
How about a lord? Nope.
No. Because god, if we're saying with Latin, would be deus, but that seems...
Deity doesn't fit. God doesn't fit. One who is...
Ghostbusters. What? Fit. Ghostbusters deity?
Ghostbusters deity?
I haven't seen that movie, honestly, but...
no. We're bad at this one. This one seems
How about we get, like... Stop. Again? Stop. Oh, is that why those are marked?
Yeah, maybe it's
twice?
Yeah, maybe.
Those all say stop.
Maybe. Fair enough. It does not fit. Would be fantastic, but it doesn't fit.
So we have it separates left and right in U.S. politics. Would that be the center?
Center. It doesn't even fit. What?
It doesn't.
Excuse me.
5 letters.
Let's look at the description and try some that we know at least. So put into law, pat on the back, Greek storyteller. What do we have there?
Homer. Yeah. No, it doesn't fit.
No,
with the O at the end, it doesn't fit.
Even go.
That's usually what they go
Plato.
for.
No, Plato doesn't fit either.
Also, Plato was more of a philosopher. Really.
Right.
We have silly. Stop.
Somebody stops. What? It doesn't help us at all. That's bad hints.
Deal at a used car lot. It's not sale. There's gonna be more.
Bargain doesn't fit either. What? Alternative?
Is E a brand or something? When did we see you sick, blank prison, and go to visit you, Matthew? What's with all the Bible stuff? Oh, the theme of the cross was literally all the stops.
Oh, okay. Now I get it. That's not easy, though.
Genre for Aretha Franklin.
What's crocodile?
It's not rock. That much is there.
Is it Dundee?
Oh, that could be.
Yeah, I don't...
I was thinking Elton John there for a second, but stop. Again.
Yeah, it's all the stuff.
Jai.
Jai.
Probably a name, I would assume.
Maybe.
What does it say? Farm females.
What? What is this quiz? We did one for preparation just to try it out. That made sense. None of this makes sense. What the hell? Ethan of Mission Impossible.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't like pure action movies. Slippery Fish.
Slippery
3 letters.
Fish. Okay.
I came up with a fish with 3 letters.
That's slippery, yeah.
Puppy barks. Woof?
Woof.
It's not woof.
What?
Shallowest Great Lake. You know your geography.
Which Great Lake is the shallowest? How am I supposed to know that?
Comedian Jeong. Highly trained groups. Experts?
Elites? Or elite? Nope.
Specialists. Because that's not long at all.
Yeah, that fits. 45 Nelson Mandela org.
Organization is what org means.
Nelson Mandela org.
What are you looking at?
45. 45 down. Nelson Mandela org.
I have absolutely...
Wait, there was Brezhnev, right? Leonid Brezhnev.
What?
Soviet or something leader Brezhnev. It was downlaid. So yeah, so 46.
46. Yes.
Sporkle Specialty.
What?
Sporkle Specialty 51.
51. Sporkle Specialty. I don't know. So what was the Soviet leader?
Leonid.
Leo. Well, Leo. Leo?
NID, I think.
NID.
Yeah.
Yes. With guile.
Yeah.
Great. Guileful. I don't know. Nelson Mandela org.
That's...
Is it the Nelson Mandela organization?
That would be too good. That would be too funny.
I could try.
That would be too funny.
Isidore founded lettrism. What?
Lettrism.
Language of Pakistan. What is speak in Pakistan?
Pakistan. They speak in Pakistan. That's a good question.
It's 4 letters. The second one is R, if that helps.
I see. Let's look at some of the ones where we already have a hint.
Sporkle Specialty.
Quiz. Yeah.
Fair enough. Then we have some more. We have one whose worship starts with an I.
Iris?
Right. Because
ISIS? It's probably some kind of deity, some kind of god figure, I guess.
I'll try.
Is this for what? For Ghostbusters deity?
It just because the deities in Ghostbusters doesn't mean they're not also real.
Okay, maybe.
Well, real mythology, not real.
30, was it 31? The over where we have the Q in the beginning? Is that maybe helpful?
That stops still.
Oh, okay. Great.
Not even sure if that's supposed to form a word.
I would imagine.
But I would assume so, yeah. Wait, does it mean that...
This one is extremely weird.
Wait, the stop ones, are they all the same length? Is it all the same word? I think so, right?
I don't know.
Because then...
I don't think. No, they're not the same length. No.
1, 2, 3,
no,
4.
Not even close. No. Barks.
But the cross ones and the down ones are both the same length throughout one another, right? So we also have some of those here. Put into law.
Yeah.
Starts with an E.
Yeah. What's that?
Mary Poppins' chimney sweep.
We did one for practice and we got it. We completed the whole thing. This one's super weird.
German matron?
What in the world?
Shallow part of a river.
Sand? Makes no sense.
That does not make sense. That's not the word at all.
No sense at all.
Oh, God. Or neighbor.
Or neighbor.
Or dot neighbor. That might be an abbreviation for something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Felipe or Moises of MLB fame. Major League Baseball. Come on.
What?
4 letters. Felipe or Moises of MLB fame.
Cruz? I don't know. Give me like, you looking for a name?
Cruz? Like that?
I don't know what they're looking for.
Yeah, they're looking for a name. Yeah. Bedtime precursor?
What? What is this quiz? That's the first one, by the way. This is the first one in a 17 crossword quiz list. We did number 17 for testing and cleared it up. And what in the world is now that?
The thing is, right? Did we go through all of those already? Yeah, I did. Was this Louvre offering? 3 letters.
Art?
Yes. Sometimes
figures.
Sometimes I thought it was more specific, but fair enough. Yeah. Separates left and right. I still don't know.
But that's what makes it tough because this is specific.
Shouldn't it be center? Left, right.
Yeah, that's what you would
center,
imagine.
Right?
Yeah.
That's
50th day of the church calendar. State better. What's an insurance company? 4 letters. 8. What's it? No. What's it? What? I don't even know.
One who colors cloth or hair.
Dyer? Yeah.
That's I don't think I've ever heard that being said.
See, they're pulling words from God knows where.
In Latin.
That in Latin. I did not take a Latin class.
Nope.
No to 46 down. What are they trying to tell me here?
I don't know. What is this that ends in a Y?
Oh wait, no to 46 down. 46 down is Brezhnev. Is that a reference? And no to that? Niet. That's what they mean.
That or with a Y? With a Y.
Yeah. Niet. That's good. That is smart. That is smart.
N64 precursor would be the SNES, right?
I think so, yeah. Is it? Where is that?
Well, right there where the double Y's are.
N64 predecessor? It's like a console that's named that?
I would assume so, yes. But there's 2 Y's in there.
Yeah. I don't know a gaming console that's called that.
We have editor's mark with 2 E's in it and 4 letters total. That doesn't sound that hard, but I don't know. Weasel cousin. What is another? I don't think they're technically rodents, but something like that.
Dude.
How about a good channel? Litigate. River in Baden-Württemberg. 3 letters.
Yeah.
You know your rivers.
Yeah, I should know. I should get that. Let me think here.
Yeah. Bullshit. Pat on the back, e.g.
What?
Pat on the back, e.g. 5 letters.
On the back. Praise. Doesn't fit.
It does not.
Pat on the back.
Half of large intestine. What is technically all part of the large intestine is the question. What? Does it include the... No, it doesn't, right? No, that's right before.
That's Grandmas. What do they want?
I mean, they're older women that have children, and those have children as well. They're also mothers, but that doesn't even fit at all. They're also...
Nanny?
Nanny.
No.
Granny doesn't fit. No.
Grandmas. No clue what they want.
Peculiar.
Odd. Down? Okay.
Got it.
That one. Okay.
What do we have?
Otter.
See? That's how you do crossword.
That's how you crossword. Yeah. I wish we had more time for that.
What is this one? One who observes Diwali. Who's Diwali? I feel like knowing Diwali would help with this.
What's a highly trained group again? We have,
Cheers, waitress. Did you watch Cheers?
No.
Right. The Bee Gees and the Supremes, e.g. Disco?
Bands?
Is it just bands?
I mean, it might be as simple as just bands. No.
I mean, not
music?
wrong.
Music? I don't know what they want.
I've heard of both of these.
Yeah.
Like the Bee Gees. Don't think I've... Government identifier.
GOV?
But they're already abbreviating it. Is it, Is it a specific one? I would assume it's a specific one. Right?
Which one?
Probably US. Blackens the surface.
Blackens the surface. Coal?
Paint? That doesn't even fit at all. Like oil, but it also doesn't fit.
Oil.
Do you know the 1998 Goo Goo Dolls hit?
I do not.
4 letters. It's not that much.
Wait, pat on the back just touch? Is it that type of stuff? Like that type of BS? Touch? Yeah, great.
That does give us more letters for these. River in Baden-Württemberg. Second letter is an O.
Yeah, I'm blanking on that one completely.
Litigate. Second letter is a U. And good channel for Bogart. There's a C there.
Yeah. What channel has a C in second position?
So I was just trying to figure out. Most of them have it in the last for channel.
Yeah.
Or company.
Yeah.
Because the American and the British broadcasting companies. But I don't know. Not slouched.
Straight. Wait, doesn't fit at all. Doesn't fit at all.
It's like upright.
Yeah. Coastal bird. The Bible quote, I have no idea.
When did we see you sick? Wait. Those are 2 words from the way it's underlined.
Yeah, when I see you sick, blank, period, blank, prison? No, sick. Yeah, it looks like 2 words, right?
Yeah. I mean, it would. I would assume it's in, right? In prison, sick, and in prison. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't quite fit. But
maybe try like some genre for Aretha Franklin. Try like blues, maybe just any genres.
I mean, they're looking for a genre, but I don't know what it would be. Jazz doesn't fit, which is somewhat. It's like soul. That doesn't fit either. No.
Soul with an E at the end.
That's not how you spell that.
Nope.
At all.
Nope. Why is this quiz completely so hard and the other one was... The 17th one was easy.
What beer choice?
Oh, we haven't even gotten through all of them. What the hell?
I guess we should probably go through them in a bit of a better pattern.
Beer choice?
Yeah.
What?
Is it like a mineral or something for ore? Is it...
Or neighbor?
Stone doesn't work either. No, it doesn't. It's...
The stops. It throws me off. What do you mean by the stops? See, if we had the large words, that would help us a lot. We definitely need some practice with this one. What, subject for some aliens?
Yeah.
Right.
Gotham City spotlight image has a bat.
Yeah.
Voulez-vous coucher
Avec.
Yep. Web browser button.
Home?
Your choice.
Avoir. Okay, so
IPA.
So we didn't even get to all of them.
Cease and desist.
It's literally just big meanings for the word stop.
Dance.
Quid cold turkey. Good God.
Turkey.
How the hell are you supposed to come up with
Way station.
Well, how
it's
in the
No,
world?
no. If you have enough letters, you can.
Yeah.
Although quid cold turkey is stupid.
So you're supposed to do that.
You were supposed to work backwards.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Wait, so what was a semicolon?
So maybe we have to do that.
Why are we too stupid for that?
We have to
the
do
river
that.
is oos, apparently.
Oos.
Okay, I get it, but that's dumb.
I hate that.
Semi meaning half, and the large intestine being the colon.
I hate that.
That's dumb.
Come on, that's BS.
What do we have here? It separates left and right is the aisle.
Okay. Pentecost.
Never heard of it. USAA.
Yeah, of course heard of it, but I couldn't tell you this is 50th.
USAA.
Oh yeah, the insurance, right?
Yeah.
I could have got that. I was thinking the commercials still for some reason.
USAA runs commercials.
SNES was correct there at 48. I think you maybe looked the different.
Oh fuck! I looked at this one.
Yeah.
That was SNES. Yeah.
SNES is correct.
Okay, I'm an idiot. I thought it was down for some reason because that's with guile, which is slyly, which is a nice word actually.
So Lake Erie is the shallows of the Great Lakes. Who would have thunk it?
Yeah, but if you had a letter, you could have just gotten out of the Great Lakes, maybe. Snipe. What was snipe? Did I just completely...
Snipe?
Waiting.
Okay.
ESL is subject for some aliens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one was super tough compared to the 17th one. But I think we'll try it again. We'll try another one in like next week or something.
Idle!
What?
That does make a lot of sense.
Yeah, idle, but you think about a specific one.
Not really, not necessarily.
See, all of them make sense, but these are more around the corner. So the other one that we played, there were more straightforward ones you had. Like for example, the semicolon. That's just a pun that doesn't even make sense. Like, it's a different context.
When did we see you? Sick or in prison?
Okay.
See, in was correct. Yeah. I got that much, but, you know. Random?
Alright.
That I've never heard of that.
No. What in the world? Yeah, we'll have to do that again. We'll do another one.
Sows. The female farmers.
Okay.
Ethan Hunt, okay. I have heard the name before, but I couldn't have...
Sure.
Government Identifier, SSN.
SSN. Yeah.
I still don't know what it means.
Other trend groups? What was that?
That was... there,
Carter. Oh, BGS is a trio. The trios. There's a million words that fit in there.
Aren't there 4 listed members of the Bee Gees? I mean, there's
they talk about
3
the
brothers,
the Gear brothers.
But I think they had one more guy with them.
Yeah, they had. But what in the world? That was terrible. I think maybe we're dumb, but this was. I don't think this was well designed because the first one was really good. The one that we did.
And by the first one, he means the last one.
Yeah, the one that we did off the air. But this one was just dumb.
See, normally I would say, we want to do another one to redeem ourselves, but that took so long.
But we'll do another one in another podcast, though. We'll do a couple of them and see how they are. Because the 17th one was good, but this one was kind of... Honestly, this one was bad.
I'm not a big fan of this one.
No, this one was not that good. But we'll definitely go back there. But, like promised, we have some good facts of the week. So, JJ, I'll let you start. What's your mind?
I don't know why you're hyping my fact up so much. Now it's going to be even more underwhelming.
I said it was going to be mind-blowing.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? We got some younger audience members. If you want to blow your math teacher's brains, right? You can come up with, you can mention the fact that you know that there is multiple types of infinities, and some of which are larger than others.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, right? I bring this up casually on the side sometimes, but natural numbers are countably infinite.
Yeah. That means you can count them. 1, 2, 3, and up to infinity.
If you had an infinite amount of time, theoretically you could count them. Of course, there's infinitely many, so... But they're countable because they have a clear... You can bring them in an order.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the real numbers are not countably infinite. As a matter of fact, they're uncountably infinite.
Correct.
Because...
It's a bigger infinity, because there is an infinity larger than 0 to infinity in natural numbers, just between 0 and 1 if you look at decimals.
Yeah.
So you have like 0.1, then you have 0.01, then an infinite amount of zeros until you get to the infinite amount of zeros and 1. And then infinite amount of zeros and then 2. And then, there's more numbers between 0, more real numbers between 0 and 1 than there's natural numbers
altogether.
Yeah. So, yes, there's different types of infinities. There's a Vsauce video on it, the whole all of null thing, and it gets crazy. But definitely, there you should watch that, by the way, that's crazy. But yes, that is a good fact. And to someone who does not know that or hasn't heard of that, that is a pretty mind-blowing fact.
Yeah, so smart of your math teachers, I guess.
That's that. So, here's my fact of the week. Okay, if I told you the following line, or I started a joke with the following saying. You know the whole walks into a bar joke,
yeah.
right? So if I told you Hitler, Stalin, Leon Trotsky, Tito, and Sigmund Freud walked into a bar, what would you expect that joke to be about?
Probably about people being crazy?
Maybe. So here's the thing. That's not the start of a joke. That is an event that could have possibly or might actually have happened in real life, since all 5 of those people, without knowing of each other, lived together in Vienna in 1913, just blocks from each other. How about that one? Big time fact. Who would have thought that, like, Stalin lived in Vienna once? What did he do there? Was born in Georgia. And not in, like, the good old state of Georgia, but, like over yonder, Georgia. Man.
For a split second there, he had me really confused. And I was like, oh, yeah, right. The country.
Yeah, the country of Georgia. So what do you do there? But yeah, all those 5 people live together in Vienna in the same city.
Live together sounds a little...
They lived in one city at the
Just
same time.
Just imagine they all shared an apartment.
Without knowing of each other. And yeah, right. So they might just have walked into a bar together. There's a decent chance at least 2 of those were at some point in the public place together. Maybe all of them. So that's that. That's the fact I've been wanting to use forever.
Who of those do you think bought a postcard from Hitler?
Who of those would buy a postcard from Hitler?
Besides he himself.
Trotsky would
because Hitler was selling postcards in the streets of Vienna for a while.
Trotsky is the guy to support the starving artiste, for sure. He would have done that. Freud not so much, Stalin also not so much. But yeah, Trotsky would do that for sure. Right? But yeah, that's a good fact right there.
That is in fact insane.
That is insane.
And well, assuming
absolutely.
I'm just gonna trust you facts.
Let's get back to the rest of the questions. We're already going for a long while here, but we're gonna answer them anyway.
Yes.
What's the next question, JJ?
Camping Scrub 334 asks, which hero is the best?
You mean Hearthstone hero? By that, I think.
The problem is the moment you clarified it, I couldn't make the joke where I just say Batman. Oh. And it's not even the best.
Batman isn't even Batman.
No, but
all that I've been heard was the Telltale games from Batman, and those were terrible. So I don't like Batman anymore. Which hero? Yeah, Hearthstone hero obviously is the best, and
like most powerful depends on the expansion.
Yeah, I have to answer that question with a different question. Why didn't you show up for your Trash Bowl game, Camping Scrub?
That's a fair question.
What happened there? Why did you throw that game? Come on, man! You were the first person to register. Damn. But now to answer your question, Garrosh, Anduin, and Rexxar are definitely up there. If you weren't a mage, Medivh would be pretty decent.
Like the problem is the question is way too open, right?
Oh, who do you like best?
Who do I personally like best as a character out of the Hearthstone heroes?
Yeah. Who do you like? Garrosh? Good guy.
Maybe Rex. Garrosh is an asshole. Maybe Rexxar?
That's what you said. Yeah, Rexxar, cool. Never hated Rexxar. How about some of the alternate guys?
Magni?
King Rastakhan? I don't know much about those fellas, or Khadgar. No, actually, no mage actually qualifies.
Khadgar and Medivh, I guess.
No mage could ever qualify for that. Arthas. Arthas is cool. Arthas is definitely one of the coolest ones, because he's the Lich King.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really go wrong with the Paladins if you're asking about moral character, before they became evil. But, then again, Anduin is a fucking Paladin hero.
Yeah, Anduin has a pretty cool story arc.
Yes.
Character development, so yeah. I'd go Anduin, I'd say Rexxar. I think Garrosh is fun, at least. He's not a very good person, I understand that. But,
I mean, I would say Rexxar, maybe Thrall.
Yeah, we mentioned every single hero. So Camping Scrub, here's my answer, Anduin Rin. Lock them in. Anduin and Rexxar. That's my 2 answers.
I'll go with Rexxar.
Take him to the bank. Alright. So I guess the consensus here is Rexxar.
GameCat asks, would you like to see Alpha Zero play Hearthstone?
Absolutely.
Yes.
We've seen Alpha Zero beat the best chess players, then the best chess engines, and then we've seen it beat the best Go players. And, yeah, why not Hearthstone? Definitely be intriguing.
Wasn't there some AI, I'm not sure if it was Alpha Zero, that they trained to play they're trying to play some MOBA? I don't want to say.
I don't know.
That I know which one specifically, but
definitely I would like it to see play Hearthstone.
So definitely,
of course, now here's the thing with Hearthstone, it's not going to be as cool. I want to say because there's still an RNG factor, so people can still beat AlphaZero at Hearthstone.
Yes.
Because this is a game like chess that can be calculated. That is 100%
Hearthstone is a game of imperfect information.
Yeah. Chess is a game of perfect information. It's a 100% logical game. So the engine can absolutely rise above any human capability there. In Hearthstone, you're still going to beat AlphaZero every once in a while, no matter how good they get, just based on RNG. It's possible. But yeah, definitely I would like to see it and see how we can max out decks. And what I really want to see is AlphaZero being just thrown into the standard pool and playing every combination against every combination a bunch of times and creating the definitively best deck lists, like the definitive meta. Like this thing you play. And it might be a deck you've never thought of before. You know, it's like Murloc Warrior. And you're like, what the hell? And it works. It's just perfect somehow. Not Murloc Warrior. But something like that would be really interesting. So yes, I would like to see AI play Hearthstone.
Yes, and we all know AlphaZero is the best.
AlphaZero is really good.
Universe asks, am I the only one who doesn't know this, or how did Alex and JJ know each other? Or are they just brothers or something?
So Universe, my dude, I think I'm gonna ban you, actually, from the server. No, we are not brothers. We are not related at all. We know each other from high school. We went to high school together. That is a fact. We were both... How do you say...
As a matter of fact, we had French class together.
Yeah,
starting in, 6th grade?
Yeah. But that's not... we were...
And in the high school years
we started hanging out in, 10th grade.
10th or 11th.
Yeah, I was gonna try to put... we both didn't have many friends in a politically correct term. We were socially challenged. There you go. So yeah, we both sitting there with 2 friends apiece, and we just so happened to start shooting cards together with a couple other pals during break times and after class outside on the schoolyard. People were looking at us weirdly. That was great. Remember that?
That was a time when we played more cards than we actually participated in the lessons.
Dude, remember 4 p.m. At the steps of the gymnasium, people were working out. People would be walking home, be like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, we're just shooting cards after class. Just spend all day in school. Why not?" We did that, so that was fun. And
remember that one time when we were sitting in social studies class and we were just playing blackjack,
and we hit 421s in one game.
Yep.
And I was a dealer, and I matched it, and it was the best moment of my life. Yeah, I remember that. Best believe I remember that. So yeah, we became friends in high school around 10th grade, which is now also 5 years ago, by the way. Been a while.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
We graduated in 2016.
That's over 6 years.
Yeah. If it was actually 10th grade,
if it would have been beginning of 10th grade, it would have been over 6 years.
Yeah. So there you go. Been a while.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I'm getting old.
Yeah, getting old. But JJ, man, forever 21, you know? You're 21.
I am 21.
See that? So yeah, that's how we know each other. No, we're not brothers. Praise the Lord.
Boy, I'm glad about that one.
Yeah, thank you, Universe, for that question. And then we started making a YouTube channel after we graduated from high school. Actually, that's also an interesting story. How do we get that idea? So after high school, we would hang out, right. And this is not a lie. We would hang out for...
Why do you have to specify that every time? That makes you sound like a liar.
What?
You see, it's the second time.
Because it's gonna sound like I'm gonna exaggerate, but I'm not exaggerating. We would hang out for 3 days. On end. We'd be for 3 days in this very room right here, and we would watch WWE. And we'd watch
what happened, yeah.
Every single event. I'm talking Raw, SmackDown, main event, Superstars, any pay-per-view that happened to slip in.
That's an exaggeration.
Okay, Superstars we didn't watch.
We never watched Superstars on main event.
We watched main event.
Maybe once.
So we watched all the weekly shows almost, and the pay-per-views, and 2 reviews of each of those on YouTube after. Off the last month or so.
I think at one time when we went for a longer period, I think we only did the pay-per-views, but we did definitely also watch...
we did sit here and we watched the last 5 episodes of Raw and SmackDown live. So yeah, we would spend upwards of 72 hours a piece sitting here doing nothing but sleep every once in a while and watch wrestling. And then eventually we had the idea, let's play some video games, and then just let's make a YouTube channel. And we made one. We used to review wrestling.
Yeah.
At the very beginning.
I'm not putting an info card for that.
No, we used to review pay-per-views and stuff, but that was during the bad days. And now honestly, I don't have the time to watch all the fucking wrestling anymore. So I mostly keep it down to pay-per-views. And also, I started boycotting SmackDown when they hired Paige. And then kind of Raw just kind of went with that because of time limitations. But yeah, that's man. The WWE was a central part of our friendship for sure, because that's what we invested the most time in. Insane, but it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, real talk. Next question.
Lemonade asks, what is the most flavorful expansion in your opinion?
In Hearthstone again?
Yes.
Obviously, flavorful.
We did
talk about Hearthstone expansion.
A podcast topic about
that. We once
once
ranked all of them just by coolness, subjectively in a list, in a podcast. But I want to say, so I didn't play through every one of them because you've heard it in the first topic already. I didn't play every one of them. I started during the Lich King days, the Frozen Throne days. I mean, that was definitely one of the cooler ones, literally.
I low-key want to say just the current ones, like the Year of the Dragon.
No.
Because they're for the first time ever building a full narrative.
No, not at all. I would completely disagree. I actually like, flavor-wise, I like this year the least so far. Absolutely. Because they're rehashing too much stuff. I like, I want to say Angora was great, Gadgetzan was great. I mean, Old Gods theme-wise was fantastic. I like the Witchwood a lot. So, yeah, those I did like.
Technically...
Flavor-wise, also Rastakan's Rumble great. Just not a very strong
The
set.
most flavor would arguably be fun Rise of Shadows, but...
No.
Just by virtue of how they're, like, bringing it all together.
Yeah, they're just rehashing stuff. Thematically, I don't like this year at all. I want novelties. I want Karazhan, Gadgets, and Old Gods years. I want the Angora Frozen Throne. I want new stuff.
I mean, the coolest would probably... I want to say Angora, but I might just be biased because I like a lot of the cards a lot.
Angora was very cool. Witchwood to me was great. But, I mean, my favorite one, I'm on record saying my favorite one thematically is Gadgetzan.
You have said that before,
yeah,
yes.
Because I love the entire theme of that expansion is my favorite that we've seen. It's just great.
I'm thinking, I mean, I generally want to say that the most flavor is always in the ones that have single-player adventures, which means that the adventure ones, by nature, have a huge advantage just because you can have story in there.
I don't really know if that counts for me. I don't think that matters to me.
I want to say...
Just the theme of the expansion, I think.
I want to say League of Explorers, maybe?
That sounds interesting, at least, yeah.
One Night in Karazhan was weird, because Karazhan itself is really cool and has some really cool ideas. Yeah. But the problem is that they kind of took all that makes the Karazhan dungeon and all that stuff really cool and just kind of removed it by setting it in an earlier time frame.
Oh, okay.
So,
well, yeah, to me, Gadgetzan is number one. It's my favorite. It's really cool, but I like Angoro. Strictly thematically speaking, I like Rastakan's Rumble and the Witchwood. Old Gods. A lot of them were cool. This year, my least favorite, I have to say.
Rastakan's Rumble was really cool thematically.
Really cool. I loved it. It was great.
I liked the idea a lot when they announced it. Yeah. The problem is they never really did much with it after that.
The entire period of like the whole Stranglethorn Trolls and arena stuff and that Gladiator stuff, that was super cool.
Yeah, but the problem is that their single player content was just shit because for
it's just rehashing Dungeon Run for the fifth time.
No, not even that. The Dungeon Runs were a lot better because you had the flavorful bosses. In here, you just had the same 9 bosses that you face every time because they're just the heroes, which are also the legendary cards for that expansion.
So Kobolds always has a special place because that started the whole Dungeon Run thing that we now see every single expansion.
But I think Kobolds almost did it the worst besides the
they did the best. Dungeon Run is still my favorite out of all of them. Good old Kobolds, man. I like it the best.
I want to say they're almost, besides the kind of math thing that was Rastakan's Rumble single player wise, I must say they keep improving it. They did the
Monster Hunt was just, I didn't like it as much.
They did the monster.
Thematically, I liked it, but the characters I didn't like.
Monster Hunt with the custom characters. Not all of them were hits, but some of them were really cool. Honestly, Tokyo was kind of but the other ones were pretty cool.
It was still good, but the good old Dungeon Run.
And then they went into Rise of Shadows with, what was it, the Dollar on Heist?
Yeah.
Which had the choice of hero powers, choice of starting deck. You have Bob in there.
Yeah.
And then with Tombs of Terror, they added the signature treasures, and I feel like they're making the heroes too strong over time. But it's just the dual class thing. I feel like they keep adding stuff to it, which makes it a little more interesting every time.
I don't know. So thematically, this year does not excite me at all because they're just rehashing stuff. I'm looking forward to next year. I'm hoping we'll see brand new stuff, like brand new regions, themes around the world of Warcraft being explored.
I don't think we've really been in. League of Explorers might have touched on Uldum a little bit. Dalaran wasn't done before.
No, Dalaran wasn't done, but the character-wise too. Like it just. You know, like thematically, do like Mists of Pandaria as an expansion in Hearthstone, for example.
Yeah, I mean, you have the pandas, you have the Mogu, and you have the Shah as like the kind of the old gods as equivalent thing there. But that's pretty much it. There's still a bunch. There's still a bunch. I mean, I guess you have the what are the fish people called?
Tuskar, or what?
No. The Jinju, something like that.
I'm not sure.
The fish people. Anyways,
I'm not sure, but yeah, do more stuff, more other stuff. Move around the world of Warcraft a little bit, and I would like to see that.
I'm trying to remember if there's anything cool in Warcraft that they have them, because they'll take like a random city that doesn't really have that much going on, and they'll make a really cool gang-themed expansion of it. Yeah,
Gadgetzan is like, it's literally just, there's a couple folks in there. It's like 3 houses and a small fighting cage in the middle.
The thing about video games, the thing about video games is that towns, generally speaking, in the games are smaller than they canonically are, just by nature of you cannot have like literally like 10,000, 100,000 people in one town.
Yeah.
Just lag, Jesus Christ, and like huge maps, and there's like all sorts of just regular people living there that you can't really interact with that much. That would be boring.
But look at Gilneas or like Gadgetzan, super cool Hearthstone expansions out of side things in World of Warcraft. So you can do that. You can do a lot of that. So do that. So that would be great. That would be something that I would.
I guess pretty much anything that was an expansion could kind of lend itself.
To me, final answer to me thematically, Gadgetzan.
I'm gonna go with League of Explorers.
Fair enough. And what's the next question?
Player Wesley asks, at the White Shadow, Sergey, do you play / watch CS:GO?
Sergey's not here.
He's not here.
I have inquired this about him, and the White Shadow does in fact not play or watch Counter-Strike Global Offensive. And I personally find it offensive that you would ask this purely based on the fact that he is a Russian, which I'm just alleging that.
Yeah, I was gonna say
that you asked that.
Like,
but
at first when I saw that question, I was slightly confused, and I was like, "Oh right, because he's Russian." Yeah,
he's Russian. He's got to play Counter-Strike, right? So no, Sergey. As far as I personally, I wouldn't have suspected him to play this kind of game because that's not really his type, sort of game. And I have inquired about it. He does not, in fact, but. Hopefully, we are planning on working on a project to bring Sergey back for another podcast in the intermediate to near future at some point. That would be really cool. If you've never seen him, by the way, he's on several podcasts in the past. So we've had him on 3, I believe, at least.
He's on podcast 100 is where he was.
106, is that correct? Or
105?
5 or 6, something like that, where we discuss Life is Strange.
Right, so we would have played the original Life is Strange, which has 5 episodes.
So 106.
And then 105, right? Because we started playing the week 100 release.
Oh, we played right away. Yeah, okay.
And then we had the podcast the same week as
105. Then we had 105, so I guess that's what it is. And then we played Before the Storm,
which means we had 109. Because of the farewell episode.
109. And then we had him like a couple of weeks ago on the Elometer.
Yeah, I don't know what number that was, but
so there's a bunch of podcasts if you want to.
Also, the entirety of our Life is Strange with Sergey playlist.
Yeah, and the unboxing video, the surprising thing where we played some Beat Saber and stuff.
You took the surprise away.
What?
You said the unboxing surprise thing, and then you said what the surprise was.
Well,
you know what?
It's been out for a while. You should have watched it.
I've got a put one of these.
There's a limit of 5 info cards on any video, JJ. You know that, right? You've done that like 5 times now, so keep it down.
Well, I did it once for you playing Hearthstone for the first time. I did it for this and for something else.
Yeah.
I think it's 3.
I don't even know what... You want to do it for the Trash Talkers channel.
Oh, I think for the fantasy draft is what I
Fantasy draft, yeah.
Gets to one, yeah.
So go check all that stuff out. But if JJ doesn't put all the info cards in because he's a limit or he just forgets it, comments or look in the description, or you know what, be your own grown-ass man or woman. Playlists. We have a very organized playlist on our channel where you can find all that stuff. The Trash Talkers, Beyond Football, it's all linked in our recommended channels right on the side panel on our channel page. We are linked up.
We have playlists for every Hearthstone game mode and expansion.
Everything. We keep stuff in order, so you can find stuff if you look for it. So, that's all the questions, by the way. Thank you, all the folks who asked questions.
Yes.
And we're going to do it again, of course, in the future. We have the Q&A channel, obviously, so whenever we plan to do that, I'm going to announce that. You can drop your questions in there. And then we'll have another one in the future on the podcast. But for today, thank you for watching. We have a song of the week, and then we'll get out of here. Okay.
My song of the week is "Hail to Krail" by Gloryhammer.
Hail to Krail.
Yes.
Is that intentionally rhyming?
I would assume so.
All right. I've never heard of that song. I never have. My song of the week is better than yours for sure. Because
my song of the week is better. Buy this and that.
No, my song of the week is one of the best songs of this year, and I'm not going to take away too much if I'm going to say that you're going to hear about the song again at the end of this year. We're going to be doing top 25 songs discovered in 2019 by us.
See, I would say that I'm going to put an info card to that, but the problem is I would have to do it after the fact.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to remember
It's going to be in December. We're going to be ranking songs. That's what we do in December. Yeah. My song is... no, I was going to preface it, but I'm not going to say it just yet. I'm just going to say this. My song is The Downeaster Alexa by Billy Joel.
That didn't come out this year.
No, it did not come out this year. I discovered it this year, and it's fantastic. Really good song. I was gonna put like a qualifier about all-time placing and the Billy Joel placing and all that stuff. I'm gonna keep that for the rankings, but it's an amazing song. I love it. It's great. Go listen to it. And
it's probably not a top 5 Billy Joel song, to be honest.
It's definitely a top 3 Billy Joel song. That's what I'm gonna say. And you know what number 1 is, and this might be number 2 or 3. So,
right, I do know what number 1 is.
So the William Joel, top 10 artist, maybe. Individual artist, for sure. We should do those rankings at some point, maybe next year when this dust has settled. But thank you for watching. That's our songs of the week. Go listen to it. Any Q&As, the channel and the Discord, link to that's by the way in the description. You can join that for free and talk to us and all the other folks if you want to do that. We'll see you there soon, hopefully. And until then, JJ.
That's it.
That's it.